This is the diet section of my 28 day transformation video. So, yeah, it's 28 days, no sugar, no alcohol, no junk food, no crap, just basically, mostly healthy eating throughout the whole thing. Incredibly strict, no cheat days, nothing like that. And what the way I did it, well, the way I went about it, I was doing what's called, I don't know if you guys know about it, it's called intermittent fasting. It's made pretty popular by the likes of the Hodge twins and other guys. So the way it works is you only eat between a specified period of the day. So for instance, between midday and 8 o'clock, or the way I did it was between 10 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock. So I would get up 5:30 every morning. I'd train between 5:30 and 7. Then I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't eat before I'd go. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't take any protein. I wasn't taking protein shakes anyway. But I would go. Then I'd go to work at 8:30, and I wouldn't eat till 10 o'clock. So theoretically, I don't know, and I'm not no dietitian, I'm no scientist, but in theory, that's supposed to get your body burning fat in the morning, and then you obviously don't get any calories till body doesn't get any food or any fuel till 10 o'clock. So you should keep on burning more fat. Um, yeah, a lot of people get kind of can't get their heads around that idea of not eating after you train, or how the hell do you get through the morning and work. But it really didn't bother me that much. So I'd get them at desk 10 o'clock. Well, I'd be at my desk 10 o'clock, and I'd start off with just a massive salad. Exciting stuff, I know. But I'd start off with just a massive salad with. I'm gonna put all this in the information and below the video, but just load of spinach, broccoli, a load of different leaves, tomatoes. I went for salmon, smoked salmon, because I think it's just tastier, and you have to get some flavor in, or else you'll not fucking get through this shit. Um, yeah, all that there, and then just olive oil and balsamic vinegar in the dressing, and then a massive thing of water to try and get the stuff down. Because I honestly, look, hold my hand up, I'm not a massive salad fan, but by stuff, like, I mean, seriously, a big container about that size full of the stuff, and just sat at my desk. And I know this is not maybe not possible for people to take that long to eat, but I just kind of took about 30 minutes getting through that crap. And then I'm pretty lucky, my girlfriend's an incredible cook, so I usually have at the start, the first week, I was going for about, because it's that difficult to wean yourself off all the crap you've been getting, and wean yourself off carbs. So at the start, I just focused on not eating the crap, and I didn't really worry about cutting my carbs too much. So I would have probably had maybe 150 grams of brown rice in the morning, say, for example, and then in the evening when I got home from work at 5:30, I'd have a couple of sweet potatoes or something like that, as far as carbs would go. Chicken breast, broccoli, the whatever. But I can I can do a couple of videos on exactly how we prepared the food, but it's way tastier than just the usual crap you see. No, not just steaming the vegetables, but actually, you know, putting a bit of flavor in them. So I would have then, yeah, I had that between 10 o'clock and, say, my first class at school's 12 o'clock. I start teaching at 12 o'clock. And I'd be full, all that salad, water, the chicken, the whole bit. And then I wouldn't eat again till 5:30, and then 6 o'clock I'd stop eating. And generally didn't really have much problems with, being hungry when I went to sleep. It really didn't bother me once my body got used to it. And then from the second week, I started, and actually, if you look at the results that I got in terms of fat loss, you'll really notice the big spike came obviously when I started cutting the carbs in the evenings. So I went then where I'd only have carbs at lunchtime, and stop eating. I wouldn't have any then in the evening times. And by the third week, then I was basically going carb free. I'd have, like, say, Monday I took my rest day on Wednesday, so I'd have Monday and Tuesday, I'd have some at lunchtime, and then I wouldn't have any again till Thursday at lunchtime, Friday at lunchtime, and then I didn't take any the rest of the weekend. Kind of going into the final week where I just went strict kind of veggies and chicken and beef and whatever. You can find a lot of ways to make all that stuff taste way better, but I'm not gonna lie, if it'd be better to do this over maybe a little bit longer, a little bit of a longer stretch of time. But if you really want to push yourself in January to like really strip yourself down and get rid of all that, all the beer and the wine and whatever else you were shoveling into your face over Christmas, it's nice, because that's the one thing as well. Like, I mean, because I had a very definitive end point, 28 days, as I say, my girlfriend's birthday was on the 19th, and I knew I was going to enjoy myself, after that, and it's been brilliant, over Christmas, because I've actually felt less guilty about it, because I was kind of watching everything so much over that time. But that was it. I mean, the big thing for me really was once I was doing the intermittent fasting, and once I started to cut those carbs in the evening, man, the fat was just falling off me. I was like, it was just falling off me. And even, I think I didn't really get my lower abs to come out, but I think if I'd kept going with it for maybe max 2 more weeks, I think I really could have. I'm not a bodybuilder, as I'm not trying to get massive or anything. After this, I'll probably start trying to put a little bit more, bit more muscle back on and whatever. I was just happy to, after getting so badly out of shape, I was just happy getting, back into shape again. But yeah, I'm gonna put all the details will be in the information box, kind of, roughly what I was taking every day. And if you follow that, it's going to fall off. It's just it. If you wanted, you could push it maybe to 6 weeks and just give yourself a cheat day once a week or something like that. But it was worth it for me, just sticking to the kind of the really strict eating, because it's hard to explain. I've never been disciplined like that before in my life. So, maybe if you're like a real straight-laced guy who's always been, I don't know, not boozing or not doing anything, maybe this be like a real straight-laced guy going on like a 28-day bender, at some point when he turns 31. I don't know what the equivalent would be. But yeah, that's it. That's basically the way I did it. But and the sugar, see, cutting out the sugar, you kind of realize how much that really piles on. Like, cause as I say, I was getting to a point where I was drinking 3 or 4 cans of Fanta a day and all sorts of crap I was putting in, like, and your energy levels are down and you're depressed half the time, and it's just way better. I know. As we're going to get into the new year, I'm definitely going to keep it up, but it's going to be Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, who gives a shit, just do whatever I want, because I think if you keep that up, like I'm going to try and maybe do that as far as maybe May or something, and then try another month long, suicide mission again. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. If anyone bothers to watch this, if anyone's bothered to watch this far, let me know what you think. Leave me abusive comments in the tab. Tell me about how I don't even lift and whatever else. But now, if you any feedback would be helpful. Probably can tell I've been nervous as shit doing this. I feel like an idiot at the moment, but whatever. Hopefully, someone somewhere has some semblance of information or something from this. I feel like I'm like dying, like an astronaut that's going down and he's sitting in the shuttle by himself sending some message to someone back home that they're never going to get. But anyway, guys, yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, see you later.